For the Bulls, Pau Gasol. That's really going to hurt me this year to see that, by the way. 8 points. Derrick Rose with 11 points in 14 minutes. 4 boards, 1 turnover, and no injuries. Mike Dunleavy Jr. with 10 points. Taj Gibson with 10 points. Nikola Mirotic, 17 points.
Mirotic.
Soviet Union basketball shoots you.
Oh, God. You've been using that joke for years now.
There it is. Did not play for the Wizards. Drew Gooden, Martell Webster for the Bulls. No Cameron Bairstow. I know you all came to see Cameron Bairstow. And no Nazi Muhammad. Well, what's the ceiling on the Bulls if Derrick Rose stays healthy?
I see them being a 3 seed in the East.
Yeah,
but
with the Pacers.
What's that?
With Paul George being injured, the landscape's changed because the Pacers aren't going to do anything at all.
Absolutely. And even if they do, they're not going to. I don't think they'll break the top 5.
So if they're the 3, who's the 1 and the 2? The Cavs and who else?
Well, I'm honestly saying the Cavs, and I'm going to keep the Heat. I mean, they lost LeBron, but I think they're going to have a lot to play for this season. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Heat are number 2.
But with Wade's decline, it's becoming Chris Bosh's team.
It is, and Chris Bosh led a pathetic Toronto Raptor team in the postseason back in the day.
Did they make the playoffs?
Yeah, they made the playoffs one year. The year that he was up for the MVP award, he was like in contention, and he actually put up some pretty insane infomercials on YouTube trying to get his case to win the MVP.
Was it
because a lot of people forget how great he was. He was a phenomenal player when he was the number 1 guy. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen when he is the number 1 guy in this team, because that's just like you said, Wade is declining. So it is definitely Bosh's team now.
The Toronto Raptors with Chris Bosh made the playoffs 2 years, 2006, 2007, and 2007, 2008. They played 6 games the first year and 5 games the second year. And then he was like, "The hell with this Canadian currency. What's a loony? I'm going to Miami." But
how does this look for the Wizards though? Going back to that game, I know it's first game of the preseason, but in 47 minutes of play, the 2 best players on that team, John Wall and Paul Pierce, were 1 for 10.
Yeah, it's bad.
1 for 10. 0 for 4 from 3.
Well, look at this. Dewan Blair fouled out. Paul Pierce had 5 fouls, and Bradley Beal had 5 fouls. How ugly was this game?
Sloppy play.
Each team had 19 turnovers.
Oh, my God.
The Bulls had 7 blocks.
See, that's embarrassing. And, a lot of people use that whole excuse, well, it's the preseason and whatnot. You're still professional basketball players, and that's not even playing a solid pickup game with those kind of numbers.
7 blocks, and Jimmy Butler had 3 of them. He's a shooting guard. He's not supposed to be blocking 3 shots a game.
That's just insanity.
It's sad. Preseason sports, I mean, honestly, I know we're talking hoops, but football can really do away with 2 preseason games. Like seriously.
Yeah.
There's only, as far as the fans are concerned, there's only 2 worth watching. You're better off having some kind of intra-squad scrimmage or invite another team over for some orange slices or something.
Yeah. I mean, play the Hall of Fame game just because
tradition.
I do love the Hall of Fame game because it is the first game of the season.
Yep.
But yeah, scratch a couple of them off.
Yep.
But I don't know. I think it's going to be an interesting NBA season. There's a lot of potential for different teams to knock at the door and not just the normals being San Antonio, well, Miami of last year and the last few years, Oklahoma City, teams like that, the ones that you're always going to be there, the Clippers. How you're going to see, a little shaking. Golden State's probably going to make some moves this year. Of course, Cleveland is going to be in there. So I think it's going to be a much different landscape. It might be some of the same names, be it LeBron moving and whatnot, but it's definitely going to be a much different look, I think, when the postseason comes around. I mean, I could be wrong. You could see San Antonio back there, but I don't know. I think there's a potential for a little bit of a different shakeup this year.
Before we go to break, can you hear me? Because my levels are really
It sounds like you're walking away from your microphone.
Well, my mouth is right on top of it. Can you hear me now? Is it better?
I can hear you now.
All right. We may be needing some maintenance here, folks. So, anyway, not tonight. Can we talk about the Eastern Conference? Because with Indiana being done, who's going to step up to take that void? So we're going to say Cleveland's number one. Who's capable of being a 2 seed? Chicago definitely, right? Miami definitely.
Yeah.
They're capable. I don't know if I so much believe it, but then after that,
I mean, I'll be interested to see what the Knicks do. I'm not, I still don't think they're going to do squat as long as they base their team around Carmelo Anthony, but, he's got a lot to prove this year, especially going back to New York. It's interesting to see what's going to happen with them. I'm not really going to scratch the Pacers off yet. I mean, losing George was a huge hit, but I have faith in not only the ability of the players that remain, but I have faith in a certain man by the name of Larry Bird. He's always had a way to get the right people in the right spots. So, I mean, they luckily, and I know it sounds bad to say luckily, but luckily the injury to George happened early enough in the the offseason, that they're able now to kind of figure out where to put pieces and how to kind of fix this little bit of a problem. So I'd be interested to see what happens with Indiana. I'm not ready to kick them out yet. Yeah. Keith Grieve. Hello, Clarice. Well, folks, obviously Keith's microphone is not working right now, so now you just have to listen to me. If we're on break, then I'm going to sound like an idiot. But if we're not on break, I just want to say that right now, the Washington Redskins are putting up a good fight against Seattle. They did just give Seattle the ball in very good field position, but it is a 17-10 game with 13 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And as of right now, I still stick by my pick. I think a game this close, Washington has a chance to come back. So fingers crossed. Let's hope that happens.